Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all having a great day and that you are all doing well. This is going to be it's a normal news video, obviously, but some of the stuff that's been going on in the cryptocurrency space is actually quite surprising, and this is going to be more of a look at how fast cryptocurrency is growing and look at the adoption rate around the world. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Facebook is talking to exchanges about potentially listing a cryptocurrency. That's the main finding from a New York Times story published on Thursday on several efforts to introduce native cryptocurrencies to widely used messaging platforms. The Times reported that Signal and Telegram are also planning to roll out tokens over the next 12 months. Citing 4 people briefed on the negotiations, the Times reported that Facebook has told exchanges it expects to get a product out in the first half of 2019, which means that within the next 3 months, we are going to have a Facebook coin. The Facebook project, which has previously been reported by Bloomberg as a stablecoin for its WhatsApp messaging service, would be the most high profile of the bunch. The social media giant has 2.5 billion global users. One source speaking to CoinDesk on condition of anonymity, because of course, confirmed that the company is working on a stablecoin based on past meetings with the Menlo Park company. Facebook has beefed up its blockchain team in recent months with a hiring push and at least one talent mine acquisition. The company is currently seeking to fill nearly 20 blockchain-related positions, according to the Times report. More than 50 Facebook engineers are dedicated to the company's blockchain project. So the most important parts here, and get ready for it because it's going to happen. We're going to have a Facebook coin. It appears that it is going to be a stable coin. I think the way that it's going to be rolled out is obviously through their platform, which is going to be incredibly interesting because I wonder, well, you should be able to do like fractional portions of it. And I assume that they're going to try to heavily monetize their platform with this actual thing. Facebook tried, and I think they still have it. They tried rolling out something a couple of months ago where like you could post videos on it, and like it was kind of like an alternative to YouTube, but kind of really wasn't. And I think, rather, I've heard before through the grapevine that Facebook is actually trying to overtake YouTube completely. They're trying to make it so that they have a separate portion of the Facebook website where you can post videos and you can do all these other things. I think it's not completely fully up yet, and not a lot of people don't know about it. But if you have, the makings of a cryptocurrency and looking for use cases for your actual cryptocurrency, it appears that's going to be the next step that they're going to do. And I can only imagine you'll be able to also send money back and forth between you and your friends through Messenger. That's also another part. The fact that they have gotten in contact with multiple cryptocurrency exchanges tells me, because Facebook has such a strong arm in the entire industry, that a lot of places are probably tripping over themselves to be able to use and accept this Facebook coin. I have a very strong feeling that the Gemini dollar, the Pax coin, and probably Tether are going to be wiped away in one fell swoop, because the other coins, especially Tether, who's had a multitude of problems before in the past where people having, the faking of transactions, the faking of funds. They had 2.8 billion Tether, and then the next day they had 1.8 billion. It didn't really cause as much of a stir as it should have in the cryptocurrency space. I have a very strong inkling that Facebook probably already, my opinion, just how Facebook has worked over the last couple of years, it probably already has at least $500 million, if not over $1 billion, that is going to be dedicated and or invested into by other people, mega investors onto their platform. I think it may take a couple of months for it to pass by Tether, but I think it's definitely going to happen. I would not be shocked if we don't have a bull market and prices kind of remain the same. I would not be shocked if by the end of this year that Facebook coin is not within the top 5 coins, and I don't even mean that as a joke, simply because of the amount of money that's going to be pushed into it. And the last point is something, I don't know if I should have it in this video. Yes, I have it somewhere later on. I'm certain at this point, and this is not, rather it's my form of speculation. Allegedly, I don't know these things for certain, but it is my opinion that stable coins are going to, within the next 5 years, have a huge, not amount of the market. They're going to be used as a substitute for fiat currencies within different countries. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about as we kind of move through the video, but Facebook has already been trying to Facebook has been trying to launch something similar to a PayPal service. They're pretty much, Facebook, Google, and Amazon are trying to take over the world, and they're doing it because they are mega entities, and the fact that they're creating their own cryptocurrency is going to launch Facebook extremely far. I know a lot of people don't care for Facebook. I myself don't care for Facebook. I have Facebook just to keep in contact with older family members who can't figure out how to use other apps and things like that. But anyway, this is going to happen, like I said, whether you like them or not, and it's going to happen within the next couple of months. So, yeah, get ready. Let's move on. Next up, this one is incredibly cool. The Gibraltar blockchain exchange, or the GBX, has announced the addition of the OmiseGo token to its digital asset exchange, the GBX DAX. Nick Cowan, managing director and founder of the GSX Gibraltar Stock Exchange Group, said that OmiseGo team promotes the values of cross-chain interoperability, scalability, and security within the global blockchain ecosystem. With these principles in mind, I'm proud to add the OmiseGo token to the GBX DAX and to help accelerate the growth of the platform, building a payment gateway that facilitates transparent peer-to-peer transactions in real time. The OmiseGo network is a network that aims to facilitate financial inclusion and interoperability and offer a decentralized mechanism for the future of financial networks and decentralized economies. It allows for the building, scaling, and use of dApps on the OmiseGo network, emphasizing the need for the transparency and ease of access in a decentralized financial network. OmiseGo, which is an ERC20 token, allows for transactions and exchanges to take place speedily, rapidly, across different blockchains as well as between multiple blockchains. So the weird part is that we still don't have an enormous amount of news from the actual OmiseGo team. It is my belief, or rather I believe, that they said that they were going to officially launch in 2018. We still do not have an official launch from them. They also said that they were going to give us Plasma at the end of 2018 along with the Ethereum team, which we still do not have, but I can only assume right now that they are trying their darndest to get that pushed out as quick as possible, simply because Ethereum needs upgrades. But the other side of it is the really cool part. And once again, pay attention that the Gibraltar blockchain exchange has listed OmiseGo. They have gone around several other tokens who they have not listed, but they have listed OmiseGo. I have a strong feeling it comes with the name Ethereum. We had news a couple of days before that people were for some reason very nosy and they were asking Vitalik Buterin what he was holding. And one of the, I think, like 4 or 5 coins that he was actually holding is OmiseGo, because he has a huge part in the OmiseGo project. So I assume, not to say that, he had a huge part in them being listed, but I assume his name being attached to the project definitely gives them a bit more sway than other cryptocurrency projects. I still love OmiseGo. We don't hear about them as often. It's definitely one of my favorite coins, if nothing else, for the incredibly interesting name. But I'm very excited to hear them finally list more information about the project, of what they're doing, what's coming next, and hopefully by summertime announcing with the Ethereum team that they have Plasma ready and that they are beginning to test it, and that we should hopefully have it by the end of 2019, because once we have Plasma, OmiseGo and Ethereum will be able to handle over 1 million transactions per second, and that's going to be it. That's going to be the time when other coins have to really put up or shut up, because you need to be able to prove that you can also do 1 million transactions per second. But yeah, let's move on. Oh yeah, so keeping in mind exactly what I said, every article in some sort of way has to do with this is crazy that crypto is a brand new asset class, and how much adoption is happening so rapidly with all these like mega industry names. But yeah, let's move on. Next up, the chief executive body of the German government, the Cabinet of Germany, has revealed that the country's blockchain strategy will be introduced by mid-2019. The cabinet commented on the development of fintech in the country on the 26th of February. Yeah, I almost said February. Okay, following a request for information from parliamentarians in the Bundestag. The document notes that fintech sandboxes are currently present in 5 member states of the European Union. They are Denmark, Lithuania, the Netherlands, Poland, and the United Kingdom. The cabinet states that they will undergo an online consultation process prior to introducing the blockchain strategy. Per the cabinet, the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Economic Affairs and Energy are preparing for the strategy with the expectation that other relevant ministries will contribute at a later time. Earlier this month, Reuters reported that the German government is already consulting companies and industry groups that could become stakeholders in the country's blockchain development. According to the report, unnamed organizations have been invited to make recommendations. This is, without reading too much further, I'm pretty sure government politics really just excites everyone out there. The fact is that we have many governments now. So the European Union collectively has already given like a slight framework for exactly what's going to happen with cryptocurrencies, but they said that sometime by this summer they should, this is I guess therefore the mid 2019 thing, that they're looking for like an overall blanket that will cover the entire European Union. It's nothing scary. It's more so like how the euro is used in one country, it's kind of used in another. If you do something wrong in Spain, you can then be hunted down for it when you are in Italy. It's kind of, like in the United States, if you do something wrong here, you do something wrong there. So they're trying to look for like a uniform blockchain crypto strategy to be able to say what goes on there. But it's interesting to note how quickly these governments have kind of gotten into shape, if that kind of makes a lot of sense, because in 2017, none of them were talking about crypto at all. 2018, they were talking about we're going to ban it. We hate it so much. And everybody seems really friendly, and they're all super open to be able, to give us crypto regulation to, kind of help grow the space, because we've had multiple countries also coming forward to say they believe in blockchain and they believe in the industry. They just want to make sure that there are rules that are applicable to the cryptocurrency space. Kind of interesting, at least to me. Let's move on. This one's more of a word of warning. A cryptocurrency project that appears to have raised at least $20 million through a referral-based marketing scheme has been advertising false information about its team members, a CoinDesk investigation found. Launched on December 2nd, BHB claims to offer an Ethereum-based solution for peer-to-peer lending, but by January 18th, local media reports were already accusing the project of operating an illegal pyramid scheme. Now, CoinDesk is able to reveal inconsistencies of the information provided and its founding team that further suggests something may be amiss at the project. In particular, CoinDesk has found that images said to represent 2 BHB team members have been lifted from an unaffiliated university professors who are now publicly denying any association with the project. According to web materials, alleged team members include a financial engineer named Bobby White, a blockchain expert named David Chen, and a product designer named Gregory Moss. The respective image of each individual comes from their website. However, the images of Bobby White and marketing is and also this guy, apparently, I think right here, apparently they're just not real people. They actually work at universities and have no affiliation with the actual project. I mentioned this before. I don't think anybody will actually hunt the information down. This happened in 2018 as well. There was another there were multiple cryptocurrency projects that were launching, and I said, and I reported, and I told you that other people had figured out that these projects weren't actually real. That when you looked at their website and they had these pretty photos and they show, we have this guy, and this guy also works for us, and this guy smiling right here, he also works for us. And people figured out that these were actually images just taken from Google. There are at least 4 cryptocurrency projects that I mentioned that people still keep writing in the comment section that I don't talk about on the channel because I know that they're scams, but other people still try to pump that are completely fake. Like I said, just a word of warning, it is incredibly easy for someone to create something that they say is amazing, is going to revolutionize cryptocurrencies. And for those of you who weren't here in 2016 and 2017, the crypto industry was bombarded by websites like this, where they simply had you send them Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin back at that time, and they told you that they were creating something that was quicker than Bitcoin, faster than Bitcoin. It was going to be so much better than Bitcoin. It had so many so-and-so. It was able to do so-and-so blocks per second. It was going to be the craziest thing in the entire world. Tons and tons of scams. It's very easy for people to do things like this. It's very easy for people to take images from Google and many other thousands of places and simply post them on their website claiming that they are real people. Anyway, everyone just pay attention to your funds, where your funds are, because scams like this are going to be very persistent. And then when you talk about why governments are like, hey, we need regulations, It's kind of because of things like this. But anyway, let's move on. One of the most interesting things, and this is why I think it completely ties into one of the first two things that we were actually talking about. It says lawmakers in the United States of California, the United States state of California have introduced a bill to allow cannabis-related businesses to pay fees and taxes in stablecoins. The bill was introduced by the California State Assembly on the 21st of February. Assembly Bill 953 would allow the state, city, and county tax offices in California to accept stablecoins, which are cryptocurrency that are pegged to the physical asset of a fiat currency, from cannabis-related companies seeking to pay their excess or cumulative, I assume this should be excess or cumulative taxes, which would go into effect on the 1st of January. The bill reads, the bill would authorize that city or county in determining that method to either accept stablecoins directly into a digital wallet controlled by that jurisdiction, or to utilize a third-party digital asset payment processor that allows for the immediate conversion of any payment made by stablecoins in the U.S. and deposit into an account of that jurisdiction. So it's not so much what it's being used for, like it's not being used for a substance, if you will. It's the fact that someone has proposed a bill, or there is a bill out there to be able to allow things to be paid for with stablecoins. I am so certain at this point that stablecoins are going to take over in some type of way as a reserve for fiat currencies within multiple countries. It's fairly obvious at this point. This isn't the first time that we've had something proposed like this, and I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be the last time. We've had many other states within the states who have announced that they are supporting crypto. You can pay crypto for your taxes, and I remember before we had a situation where people were like, yeah, I'm not going to pay in XRP or in Bitcoin for my taxes because maybe the price might go up, maybe the price might go down, maybe the price might so and so and so. And then we had stablecoins come into the picture in 2018, and it makes a lot more sense that governments would be more willing to accept these as payment for the other things that people have to pay. Fairly obvious, like I said, and I think one of the craziest parts is going to be that in a couple of years, a lot of people are probably going to be paying with Facecoin or whatever named it. I hope they choose an actual good name for it, because I have a very strong feeling they're either going to call it something stupid like Facebook Coin, FBC. I hope they don't call it Facecoin. Maybe it'll be Book Coin. I can't think of any combination of words that they would have it be able to identify with Facebook and then not have the word coin behind it and have it sound really stupid. Like when Facebook first came out, like years and years ago, and my friend was one of the first people on it. It was called The Facebook, and it sounded kind of stupid. Like you wouldn't ask someone like, I'm trailing. The point is, I'm fairly certain that stablecoins within the next 2 years are going to be endorsed by countries, and I'm pretty sure that there are countries already looking for ways to endorse crypto without endorsing crypto. Like I don't know exactly how their segue will be exactly. What they're going to announce, but it's fairly certain at this point, with all the billions of dollars that we have flowing into stablecoins, that they're probably going to use this as another means of not having to create a central bank digital currency, but have one created for them by another company that is also on par, air quotes, with the US dollar or the euro, and that you can kind of use legally because it is pegged to that amount. At least, I mean, this is the way that it seems to me. I'm not in those, conference rooms, so I don't exactly know what's going to happen, but it's fairly certain that this is kind of where it's going. To kind of finish things up, Binance is in the news. Countries around the world are slowly easing into cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, including India, which only has around 3 weeks now to kind of give us legislation. As the Indian government figures out regulations for trading cryptocurrencies in the country, a representative from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange known as Binance spoke about the benefits of Binance Labs and how it will drive the growth of blockchain in India. In an interview with Coin Crunch India, El Tseng, head of Binance Labs, said that Binance Labs is the venture arm of Binance in an initiative to incubate, invest, and empower, blockchain and cryptocurrency entrepreneurs, projects, and communities. Ella noted that the aim of the labs was to enable the biddlers to meet their goal in a swifter fashion by building efficient and sustainable projects that can add value to the blockchain ecosystem. When asked about the benefits of the project for Indian blockchain startups, Tsang said that since Labs provides blockchain projects with a holistic source, I don't feel like reading anymore. My brain's kind of tired. The point of all of this is that Binance has an office, maybe, I don't know the specifics of it, inside of India, and we spoke about that before as a major turning point for cryptocurrency exchanges, projects. Everyone's trying to desperately get into China, and everyone's trying to get into India. Not so much into Russia. I don't think Russia's that friendly when it comes to the cryptocurrency space. However, for those who get into India, it is seen as like a major gateway, essentially because India has not been the friendliest country in the entire world when it comes to cryptocurrency adoption. And this is why I'm very interested to see exactly what happens in about 3 weeks. And it's interesting to note that we now, in about a good 7 days time, we've had information that Ripple is in India. We've had news that Binance is in India. And we also have news that Cardano has also opened an office in India. Not many other projects have been able to do that. I wonder exactly what the talks were like in those rooms when you're like, hey, I want to open an office. Wow. OSIS an office here. I want to open an office here. And we are dealing with cryptocurrencies. Exactly how the government reacted to that. Who knows? But this is why I remain bullish on certain cryptocurrencies more than others. Anyway, I think that is going to do it for this video. Market's not doing too bad. At least everything's in green. XRP is slightly in the green. I think it's one of the XRP and Litecoin at the moment. For some reason, Litecoin goes up without there actually being any news. A little weird. Binance Coin made headlines the other day that I didn't really talk about because I thought it would have taken like 8 seconds. It's passed by $10, and which I think is like one of its all-time highs or something like that. And for some reason, every day it keeps going up. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I guess it does kind of make a lot of sense. I mean, the usage of the actual coin on the platform, and like the news story I just told you, it's pretty certain where Binance Coin is going. Wouldn't it be really weird if like the top 5 within the next couple years is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Binance Coin, and Facecoin? That'd be kind of ridiculous. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening. Wherever you are, wherever in this crazy world you might be, I hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and listening. I do appreciate every ounce and drop of your support. As always, a very, very, very special thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. They are Crypto Joe, Khalil, that is Jaleel Dowdy. I was reading the next one. Joey Carafa, Wise Night Owl, Amy Starsheen, Jeremy Fox, Jared Schneider, Jim Gardner, singer, songwriter Mike Savitz, Nick Kanaya, Anthony Charles, Yasha Harari, Gordon Nikic, Travis Haynes, Nick Mangialavori, Professor Wally from Gun Bot University, Arthur Yaku, L. Doug, Brady Nields, Rai, Gilboa Snake, and Vlad the Impaler. Thank you all an incredible amount for your generosity. I do appreciate every single bit of it. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. See you.